For this video, I'll be demonstrating how Keynote and iMovie can be used together for an even better user experience. Open up Keynote. You can see that I opened to my drive. I can take the back arrow to get to the main menu. From here, select New Presentation and pick your poison. I'm going for simplicity here, so I want the plain white one or the plain black one. Since I want to create a vocabulary list, I'm going to delete the text boxes that are automatically provided, just by selecting them and tapping the word delete. Now to add your own text box. Touch the plus sign and go to the tab with the circle and square. Select Text to insert a text box. You can move it around with your finger and change the size. To edit the style of the text, make sure that the text box is selected. Then, select the paintbrush. When you open the paintbrush menu, there are a lot of choices. I'm going to go with paragraph styles and select title for simplicity. Now to change the color. If I select color, I can pick from any of these colors, and I choose a dark purple. When I type the word vocabulary, it doesn't quite fit. But look how easy it is to drag the border of the text box to change the size. Watch as I add another text box for the vocabulary list with definitions. I spend a little bit of time working on spacing and location of the text box. To animate the text, select the text box you wish to animate, then select the word animate. Check out some of the different options during your own time. For this one, I think I'm going to use the keyboard option. Look how cool that looks. When you're all done, hit the X. Now I want to animate the vocabulary list. Before I did that though, I sort of made the decision that I wanted to leave some space on the right side of the vocabulary. You'll see why when we get into iMovie. I'm just going to go ahead and resize this. Alright, I'm ready to add that building. Using the same process, select which building you like. When you create any animation, you can control when they play. Since I'm going to export this as a video and add it to iMovie, it's important that they play automatically and don't require you to tap them to start. To change this setting, touch the build-in, blur, select Start, then have the vocab pop up right after the first build, in this case the word vocabulary. Oops, I almost forgot to edit the build-in for the word vocabulary. Select the text box, then the build-in, then Start. Select After Transition. After some final touches, I'm ready to export this as a movie. Select the three dots, then Export. Select Movie. Now, export this as a movie. Select Share, then Save Video. It will save to your photo library. I know that I'm going to need a picture of this as well for my movie, so I'm going to go ahead and play the slide and let the slide play through and take a screenshot. That will save to my photo library as well. All done with Keynote, let's head to iMovie. Now to put this together with the intro that I already made for today's lesson. Select the project you're working on or a new movie. Follow the chain through the video and find the video that you just exported from Keynote. Plop it in. I'll add the picture that I took too. Don't forget to fix those transitions if a fade isn't your style. Let's play this through and see how it looks. And when I play this through, you'll notice that the photo moves. That's called Ken Burns. You can change this effect under Actions when you have that clip selected. Now I'm going to have to move the photo around to make sure that it matches up. This takes me a minute, so just watch as I fiddle around with this for a bit. Here I stretch out the photo to make sure I have enough room for my overlays. Time to learn about overlays. There are 4 options for overlay in iMovie. You can cut away to a new scene, use picture-in-picture, a split screen, and even a green or blue screen. To access them, touch the photo that you want to insert, then touch the 3 dots. I want to insert this atom photo in the right, so I'm going to select it, touch the 3 dots, and boom, those are my options. I think I want to try split screen for this. Well, let's see how it looks. I really don't like how that cuts everything off. You'll see that you can select the overlay as a separate clip. There's an overlay option in the menu, and you can change the option that you originally put. I decided to go with picture-in-picture. To move it, when the clip is selected, touch the cross and go ahead and just move it around with your finger. Remember why I left that blank space? Ha ha ha, smarter than the average bear. Watch now as I do the exact same thing that I just did. This time I'm going to use the beryllium picture, and I'm going to have that picture represent element symbol. This is where I started to realize that I wasn't going to be able to fit all of those pictures. I kept going back and forth trying to make the picture longer and decided I'd probably just need to insert another picture of the vocabulary slide that I took. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do right now. Here I'm going to remove the fade transition and disable that Ken Burns effect and stretch my photo out. I take a little bit more time moving the photo around because I just can't quite get it positioned correctly. Watch as I add the rest of the overlays to represent each of the vocabulary terms. Here, I made a style choice to add a little bit of space between each image. Now let's see how the whole thing plays out. This is really looking great. All I need to do now is add my voiceover and read the words for my students. As usual, y'all, let me know what questions you have. I hope this helped.